Hi, I'm Jale, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for messages for the 23rd of October 2019. Give or take a few days, so again, if you're watching this thinking that it's just going to be for the 23rd, it could be energies from the day before today, or sort of the next few days after that. Just take it as it resonates with all general readings, and leave the rest. So as usual, I'm going to connect with Spirit now, Spirit guides from the highest light that have our highest and best wishes, that have general messages for the collective for the 23rd October. Okay, so you could be finding a large increase in energy here. Okay, you could be feeling like you may have had a weight lifted off your shoulders. You may feel that there's a parting of the clouds here. There's a parting of obstacles. Things are a little bit easier for you. You feel like you know where you're going. There could be slightly higher energy levels of motivation. Also, I kind of want to say as well, if you're someone that's used to maybe not having people listen to where your boundaries lie, you could find it easier to put those down today. And people are a bit more understanding of your energy. I don't know. Again, it's like whatever you've maybe struggled with, I feel there's an ease of that today. So again, if it's not that, it's money, then it could be that maybe your money situation is improving today. There just seems to be a better flow of energy, a changing of cycles, a changing of the tides, changing of the guards. It's like there's a little respite energy, I feel. Now, if you have, obviously extra time today, I'd be doing stuff that you have been maybe putting off, because it feels like this is a bit of a respite for the next period, the next cycle. It feels like a cycle has been transitioned through and that you are now ready to go. You are ready to move on, move forward. You're well equipped. You've rested, and that is you ready. And now telling me to pull the cards. So this is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. So let's just see what Spirit have to say here through the cards. It could be that they're going to confirm the information I've just said, or maybe give us more. But let's have a look. So, general messages for the general collective, please, for the 23rd of October 2019. What is going on, please, for the general collective? 23rd of October 2019. What is the daily message, please? What is going on, please, Spirit? 2 more. 1, 2. They just told me to check the bottom of the deck, which I am, and I'm showing you guys triumphant success. Ace of Swords, clarity, truth, cutting through. We're cutting through. We're cutting through things. And they're just telling me there's 3 cards that are the other way, so hence why I've had to shuffle the deck again. Thanks, Spirit. Leading the way. Maybe you're leading the way for someone. Maybe someone will come to you today for support and guidance. Maybe someone will come to you for advice. Maybe someone's unsure of a situation and you're the one that's got the information that they need. Yeah. If it's not you and it's another person, there's a potential risk here that they are questioning a trust within a partnership. If it's not that, it'll be a trust within themselves. What aren't these people looking at? What aren't they seeing? Do you know, these are the 3 cards that they told me when they slid out the deck that were upside down, and I need to shuffle them once I put them upright, and they've just come out again. I love how Spirit do that. Okay, so someone is not happy with their current finances situation, okay? If it doesn't link to the previous scenario, this is a new situation. Someone is a bit bored, 4 of Cups, bit of discontentment there. They don't know whether to move away from a situation or to resolve it. And then we've got the financial and material changes. Is there a limitation that is blocking you from moving on with a partnership or even in your own life? Is there something that has held you back where you felt, I mean, maybe you're in a situation where you can't leave a scenario because you have got financial ties to the person. Maybe that there's, you're telling yourself that this is going to be okay, and actually it's, you know, there's a move on your part that's needed. But it's like people are really asking questions here, but I feel like the universe might step forward and give some respite here, give some support. Okay. They're asking me, excuse me, to keep clearing my throat chakra. They're asking me to read this from the book. All right, so it says, you've come far on your journey and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. This card symbolises completion, triumph, peace, liberation and fulfillment. Everything you've strived for is within reach. Meet halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana cards, so the world, and reflects the work that you've accomplished on your travels. But more importantly, it represents the wisdom that you've gained along the way. You should now honour and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. The world is yours to command and you're free to travel in whichever direction your heart desires. You're connected to everything in the cosmos. The universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every individual. In ancient times, many believed that each star was the soul of one person. They also believe that these souls shine so brightly to guide others through the darkness, and so too can your wise soul. Okay, so let's have a quick look at this deception and envy and partnership and alliances. What is deception and envy with partnership and alliances, please, Spirit? Okay. If this is not you, that is, excuse me, someone's throat chakra is really blocked here. I do apologise, keep clearing my throat. If this is not you and you're not wearing a mask to kind of shield yourself from people's judgment, it could be a partnership you're in or someone that you're thinking of very closely at the moment. Maybe they aren't, you feel they aren't coming forward with the truth, okay? Maybe you've been sat there yearning for them to come forward and to alleviate this kind of yearning, okay? We need to have patience with this, okay? They're stepping into their authority. They're stepping into their divine masculine. They're stepping into their masculine. There is going to be a positive outcome. 3 of Cups. This could also involve a third party situation. This is the 3 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. So we've got 2 3s there. They could be also having realised that there's a deception within their current partnership, and that you want to step in maybe, but we need to kind of have patience with this. They want to be able to resolve this on their own. Okay, they want to be able to resolve this on their own. Also, don't forget we've had the World card, so that's coming to an end. That cycle is closing out. Now, this is, I feel, a separate message. It could combine with the first message, but I feel like it is separate. So we've got the 4 of Cups, so an offer that's either someone hasn't been willing to take, right? Because of either financial restrictions or, again, this situation that I've mentioned before, okay? There is a passion igniting within this situation, okay, which is aligning the 2 individuals in order for the cycle to close out, all right? You must have faith in this situation because it's like Spirit have already kind of got this in hand. It's like we must keep this high vibrational. We must keep this energy, you know, of, because there is a success coming. We just need to keep that focus. We need to keep that focus. It could be that you are going to be starting a project that is in your best and highest interest while this happens, because again, there is disruption here. All right, there's someone who is not speaking out. There's a lack of security within their situation, and they are moving on from that, but they must be given the time to do it. Okay, so again, it's very similar to the energy of the 22nd of October, but it's like the difference here is that I feel like the energies, yeah, it's like the difference between the 2 days is that they're kind of formulating how they're going to change this up within their financial obligations so that they can actually come to a point where they close the cycle out, because I feel like it is finances that are blocking this. if they are focusing on the fact that they've got an energy of they can't, or maybe this is you, they can't move out of the way because they don't have money. They feel like they're not going to be able to maybe sort of keep their sort of rent up or bills up or anything like that, but they just need to be given the opportunity to do that, because there could be a bit of an emotional withdrawal from that person. I feel like it is a protective measure in order for them to complete this transformation. Okay, you are the fulfillment of their wishes, do not doubt that. Okay, but they have to go within. This is about them developing their third eye now, so they understand how to move forward in the journey. If we keep rescuing this person, they won't understand triumph, and they won't understand how to get into their divine energy, which means that you guys won't come into union, because we need a harmony here between the energies, and this person has to do this. They have to figure it out. If we keep stepping in, it's going to build their confidence. It's going to build them up to the point where they will feel worthy of what they're given. Sometimes if they don't feel like they're equipped to, or maybe they feel that, you know, they might feel that you're too good for them, because we need them to step into the whole spiritual kind of prosperity here. So if they're operating mainly on their lower chakras, the lower 3 chakras, we want them to be aligned through their higher chakras, so that they're gaining their whole, they're gaining the sense of self, them as a whole, through spirit as opposed to 3-dimensional means. Okay, so they want both. They want the material and the spiritual, but they have to come into alignment first. And again, it feels like the solar plexus is that integral kind of chakra there, which is that driven action. But until they do that and they have their part done, yeah, that's when the positive movement can come. But it's almost like maybe they were a bit stagnant before. So just leave them to do that for themselves, because what will happen is it will recalibrate them. See, look, this is the thing where they can have a partnership which is equal. Okay, their sacral chakra, okay, so their emotional confidence is going to be rebalanced. Their charge of energy, that real strong kind of passionate charge of energy, will be ignited again. Don't forget, we pull the passion ignites, where they feel like they are an authority in their life, which will then directly connect them upstairs. Because at the moment I feel like they're getting a lot of different influences outside of themselves, and they're not listening, because again, they're focusing on the material and the financial. But once they do this, it will rebalance, recalibrate their energy once they take charge. And if they are kind of pushing you away or emotionally withdrawn, it's because they probably don't want you to be dragged into this, because they know it's whoever's throat chakra this is. I do apologize, I feel like it's not mine, but again, they want to speak out, they want to say something, but it's sometimes this is for your own good. Okay, so let's see. What is it this person or these people want of the viewers to know? What messages, what do they want you to know? This is very similar to the 22nd of October's energy, but let's see what messages they've got here. I'm going to pull another card before I tell you what it is. Oh, it's so nice. It's honestly, it's a really nice card. It's a really nice card. I'm going to try and... My guides are like, show it. Show the card. Six of Cups, memories of love. They're holding a candle for you, okay? And they're holding it very dearly. This is not are you sure they like me? Look, if you've resonating with this situation, and even if you're not, and you know in your heart that you've been given synchronicities, you know that there's more to come. Maybe you're not together in union, but it's like there's more to this story. There has to be a bit of patience, because we are in the bit of a waiting period here, but they have to see. Again, what I said from the 20 seconds reading, it's like you guys have to you have to be doing some work, maybe, because it is going to benefit Yeah, so what ignites your passion? So again, if you're wanting them to be repelled forward with this action, again, this is the Ace of Wands. What is going to ignite yours? What creative projects? What things set your heart on fire? Okay, because this is the thing. It could be that you've been waiting to put a project in motion, but you're distracted by the situation. Spirit want you to be working on that. What is the Passion Ignited card, please, Spirit? What can you tell us about Passion Ignited, please? What project? What is this project or? Okay, it might need you to go and spend a bit of time where you're researching things. Maybe you're connecting with your higher self. You're connecting with your heart center away from this. You know, because I think, again, if you were around this scenario where it was a little bit volatile energy, maybe there was kind of situations developing around them that would have thrown you off. It's like this is almost being removed from your scenario or situation or area energy so that you can focus on this. What is the Ace of Wands, please? What is the Passion United, Reunited? What is that? Someone is very much wanting to speak out. I'm so sorry to keep clearing my throat, but knows that it's not the right time because they don't want to get you embroiled in this mess. Yeah, they have to do shadow work. I would also be looking at my shadow work if I was you, because it's going to help them. They are kind of wanting to say a lot, but they're on a mission at the moment. That's it. They are on a mission. They're getting ready to make that movement, all right? But they can't quite say anything because, sorry guys, almost an admission of, it's like almost like an admission of failure if they say anything. It's like if they say something before they've sorted this, they're not going to feel good about it. They want to sort this out first, then say something. You must be looking at your shadow side, okay? You must be doing some shadow side work. Well, you don't have to. I'm just saying, this is the words my guides are using, but they're saying, no, you must. I apologise. They are like that with me as well. They tell me exactly when I'm supposed to do something and when I'm not supposed to do something. And yes, they are a bit intense. I apologise. You need to regroup here, okay? Because when this does reconnect, I feel like it is going to move fairly quickly. So try and do as much as you can in the meanwhile. Because I also feel like the Passion Ignited is also about you guys coming together and that kind of like, there's going to be a lot of energy all over the place, and it's like we need you to be balanced beforehand. And this person does have concerns, worries, anxieties. There is a fear behind this. Maybe you have a fear with starting a new project. What is attracting fear with the Authority, please? Maybe they don't want to speak out about something going on. It could, it could also be that they are a bit stubborn and they don't want to acknowledge that they were maybe a bit wrong. We've got Authority in the Memories of Love. They could be a bit proud to speak out. They've mentally a little bit trapped themselves in their own mind here because sorry guys, I'm very aware how much I keep clearing my throat chakra, and I'm so sorry. Let me just get a drink because I feel like this is really annoying for people to listen to. Hi, sorry about that. I just had a little drink. If it still keeps going, I don't know what to suggest. The path they chose, they are regretting. This person. The one that's trapped in a little bit of anxiety and fear, ego. Fear is essentially ego, really. Because they thought they were going towards something that was making them happy and it isn't. And they're a bit proud to acknowledge it. They're a little bit okay, what questions are we going to ask here, Spirit? What action are they going to take? What action will this person take to resolve this situation? They're wanting me to turn these cards up, right? They are going ahead with a plan. They do have a plan in mind, and it might happen quite quickly. I'm not going to lie, I feel like things are going to get a bit... How do I feel like this message is... Spirit, do I need to be... They're asking me to keep going. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but the Spirit are like, no, you have to keep going. Choose another deck. Okay, no worries. Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reid. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell us about the situation the 23rd of October 2019, please? What can you tell us about the situation? What can you tell us, please? If you've been doubting, yeah, this is a total renewal. It's like this is closing. This is absolutely closing. Bone Collector. We've got movement. Okay, so this is happening. Someone could actually be moving physically. There could actually be a move on the 23rd. All right, where someone goes, I've had enough. I'm actually moving, and it could be in either a different country or a totally different geographic location where the weather's totally different. And the throat chakra thing's back. They could also have planned this, so maybe they've been setting up this change in location because they know they have to do it. They know they have to do it, but whatever it is, it's away from this disruption. This is the Goblin card. It's away from this disruption. It's away from the people involved. It's away from the saying heartbreak. It's away from where they've been. It's like whatever routine they've had, it's caged them in. And this person's ready to break out. This could also be a short trip they're taking. Guys, I'm so sorry. I would keep drinking my drink, but I feel like it's not going to change anything. This person has got a crazy blocked throat chakra because they're trying to keep everything hidden. And I don't think it's necessarily towards you. I think it's their surroundings. They don't feel like they can trust who they speak to. And I'm not including you in that scenario. I'm saying they don't feel like whoever's around them is trustworthy, because someone is saying things here and there's a little leak within their friendship group. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look. Okay, so they know that this is not where they need to be. Home. This is the home card. They know this is not where they need to be. They are prepared to step into the unknown. Okay. They don't trust their environment at all. They're blindfolded. They've got all these kind of random paraphernalia around their arms. But and look at the distraction on that as well. I feel like that's the energy. It's like, oh, like kind of let's just distract everyone, and so you don't know what's going on. Disorientation. But this is the thing. They have a plan here. They have a plan. They are going to stick to this plan. Wisdom of awareness. They are going to do that. They just have to come into this balance a little bit. And also after they actually extract this plan, this will allow them to come into balance. But it's once, because this is the Ghostlands and Stormfields, but this has to pass first, okay? I'll show you these cards upright. This is what they're walking into at the moment, okay? So they're walking through the Stormfield. They're walking straight into the situation to close it out, to end it. When they do, home. And I know this is going to be really cheesy, but home is where the heart is. It could also be over a body of water. Maybe they're actually physically coming to you. Maybe they're traveling, but there's something around a change in locations here. It's not just a sort of a, a spiritual message. This is like an actual literal message as well for some people. It could be that they're moving back in with their parents. It could be that they've resigned themselves to, they're that desperate to get out of this situation that they're going to actually move back in with their parents. Or parent. Because I'm just getting a feminine energy here. There's a lot of worry about that, but I feel like it's like Spirit just saying, yeah, rescue. They just need something that is just going to top them up a little bit, because they feel at the moment they are how do I want to say this? They feel that they are overwhelmed. And they don't want to, it's like they have to reach this point and they have to go through this to learn. What can you tell us, please? What else can you tell us about this scenario, please? There is, someone really wants to discuss this because the cards are flying out like a lot, you know, consistently. Wow. Wow. Right, that's it. Okay, so they're making this flying leap. They are going to take this leap of faith here. They are going to take that measure to step into the unknown. They're not they know roughly what they have to do in the immediate, but it's like they don't know what's going to be waiting for them afterwards. Okay, so they're trying to view this as in a good light. They're trying to view this that it's a good thing. The only thing is that this could be done a bit of a Seven of sort of Swords vibe here, maybe in the sort of heat of the night, you know, in that darkness. They're sort of escaping a little bit, because they're no longer willing to protect whatever this is. This is protecting treasure. They're not willing to do that anymore because their wishing well is elsewhere. What their wish is not in this scenario. It's not fulfilling them. It's not fulfilling them at all. This is the talisman in reverse. This is not bringing them anything. But the only thing is once they make that leap, so it could be the 23rd that you might hear on the 23rd that this person's moved, and you're not entirely sure what's going on. It could have been that they told maybe a person, a party, a people that it's a temporary thing, and that actually, you know, they're just getting space. Yes, that's one scenario, but I feel like actually this is like them escaping, and that they're going to say afterwards, look, I've decided that this is not for me. So I feel like that's their way out, because again, it's been done. There's a little bit of secrecy behind this. There's a little bit of yeah, it doesn't feel like it's done in the shadows. It's like it's not this person just does not want to be in this situation. Okay, so again, if you get to maybe the 23rd and your person hasn't, or if you're in a scenario of this that describes this, that your person hasn't got away from that, doesn't have to necessarily be on the 23rd. Okay, because it could be that they're planning, that they've actually reached the point where they know on the 23rd that that's what they're going to do, and that's how they're going to do it. Maybe they've just got hold of parents and their parents have just confirmed it on the 23rd. But let's see if we can clarify this. So, Spirit, how are watchers, how are viewers going to know if this applies to them? How can we confirm for them if this is going to apply for them? Okay, I know how I'm going to do this. Okay, they want me to make 3 piles. 2 or 3? Okay, pile 2 and 3 may be very similar, but okay, we'll make 3 piles. Okay, and I feel they're going to give me a symbol in each of these piles, so you know what to look out for. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, say for example pile 1, if I give you a symbol, and if you see that symbol between now and the 23rd, then you know the message is for you. Alright, and then I'll also give an outcome on that basis as well. Okay, pile 1 please, scenario 1, thank you. Scenario 2, thank you. Scenario 3 please, scenario 3, thank you. Okay, so we've got 3 piles here, alright. Okay, if you see a butterfly, then the message is going to apply to you, but I'll give you an outcome as well. So 1 is butterfly. 2 is tree. 2 is tree. And 3 is lion. Okay, so if you see any of those symbols, this is going to be your outcome. Okay, Okay, so outcome for one, please. Outcome for one, which is the butterfly. Outcome for one. Outcome for one, please. Outcome for one. You've got quite a few cards. Okay. And yes. Outcome for one. Outcome for one. Insight for one. Pile one, please. Outcome one. Insight for outcome one, please. Excellent. Right, and then I'm going to get insight for outcome one, please. Insight for outcome one. Outcome one, please. Butterfly. Okay, excellent, excellent. Right, okay. Okay, so for outcome one, which is the butterfly, this spirit are backing this purely because I've got strength, I've got a vision quest, and I've got infinite supply. Okay, so because they've given me vision quest and strength, it's like, I don't know if you know what a vision quest is, but a vision quest is when a shaman, a practicing shaman, or even sometimes a young boy goes into the desert or a restrictive area of land for 4 days and 4 nights with little water and sustenance, meals, food. And it's usually in order to request a protection or a guardian spirit to come and walk their path with them. So it could be a guide, a guardian, a protective energy, a spirit. But what they do is they put them in a deliberately very vulnerable position in order to welcome a protective energy to come. And it's usually what shamans do. It's like, if you feel like this scenario, again, you'll know if this scenario is going to resonate around the 23rd. If you start seeing butterflies, this is going to be a confirmation. And what they're saying is that it could get a bit rocky before it gets better, because it's like something has to activate within them, and it's a security measure. Okay, and the reason I say that is because I've got a woman holding a coin, which means there's a security measure or something within you that is potentially either holding on either to physical things like money or this energy, again, attachment, but they're also doing the same. So again, yes, the first part of the reading is going to apply to you, but it could be that it's not going to be straight away, because I feel like they have to go through a little bit more of a rockier period before this reaches them, essentially. Okay, but at the end of it, we've got activation. So something is going to be gained from this, but they also have new beginnings. So again, dawn, and because you've got infinite supply, which is the goddess card, it says you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Okay, purple could be a significant color for you because we've got a lot of purple in these cards. But again, if you don't see this visibly happening on the 23rd, it feels like, and say for example, you see the butterfly, you know this message is for you, and then on the 23rd, no news hits. You don't hear the news that they're moving away. It could be that there's other things that need to happen first, and then maybe in a week's time you start seeing butterflies again. That is the symbol to say this is about to hit, this is about to happen. Okay, but in the meantime, start working on your money side of things, because that's going to really help you. That's going to actually really help you. Okay, so that's pile one. Okay, so that was pile one. We'll do pile two. So again, pile two is the tree. Okay, so if you picked pile two and the tree resonated, outcome please for pile two. Outcome please for pile two. And I'm not just talking like you walk past a tree. It's like, this is going to be an obvious symbol, you know. It's like maybe you see a van drive past and there's a tree that's been illustrated on it. And by the way, if that actually happens to someone, let me know, because I've just seen that in my head. So, you know, it's like, you know, that it's on an item that you wouldn't expect to see it on. Like, Maybe you buy a pack of, I don't know, potatoes and there's a tree on it, you know, or maybe you buy a pencil set and there's a tree on it, you know, it's that kind of thing. So outcome for 2, tree please. What's the outcome for pole 2? So again, if you see trees, that's gone flying on the other side of the room. Bear with me. Interesting. Pile 2. Pile 2, please. Tree. Pile 2. Outcome. Interesting. Pile 2 outcome, please. Pile 2. It's going to be a long reading. Thank you. Pile 2, please. Outcome. By the way, I'm using the Goddess deck, which is Storing Virtue, and I'm using the Energy deck, which is Energy Oracle cards, Sandra Ann Taylor. Okie doke. Right, pile 2. Okay. There's definitely a money theme coming through here, alright? So what they're saying here is, if you start seeing trees on the 23rd, can you hear that bird in the background? Why do I feel like pile 2? It's like this could be you in the situation where you are the person that there's a partner that is walking. Maybe you walk. Maybe you're the person that's walking. The reason I say that is we've got sacred space, breach, perspective, okay? It feels like, can you hear those birds? They're all like literally crying and now they've stopped. It's like they're trying to get my attention. Still go with the tree though, right? If you've picked pole 2 and you pick the tree, I feel like you could be the one that's actually moving away from a relationship because you don't know how much value it gives, because it's talking about breach and the whale is coming up for air, okay? And they've also given me perspective. So what aren't you seeing here? Okay, so if you're not in a relationship that you're actually leaving, then this scenario could be that the person's walking away from you, all right? And the reason I say that is I've got broken heart. It's like we need to find the value elsewhere. Daughter value, and it says sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So I feel like it's like I want to say this might not be for you, this situation, and it's like you've actually got someone else coming that is for you, and so by you holding on is not helpful because you're just blocking what is meant for you. Yeah. Maybe you're in your masculine energy looking at this and you don't want to let go. Maybe you're watching this video very much in your masculine energy. New life. All right, take it as it resonates. If you're sat there going, I don't think that's mine, I know I'm not in that situation, that's fine. Just pick another pile. You know, if you resonate, again, it could be that you pick tree and then basically you get to tomorrow, the 23rd, and then you're seeing a million lions or a million butterflies, but just take it as it resonates, you know? Don't shoot the messenger. Like, just don't live by me. Like, this is meant as a guidance tool, not to change your whole life path. You know, this is meant to help and assist and give insight rather than to tell you and dictate how you live your life. Like, I have to make that really clear. So that was pile number 2, the tree. Okay. And then we're going to go to the lion. Okay. So pile 3, outcomes for pile 3, please. Outcomes to the lion. Whoa. That's quite a few cards. That's quite a few cards. Wow, this is crazy. This is... Okay, pile 3. Pile 3. Someone's very in their feminine energy in pile 3. And if it's not all of you, then Pile 3. Pile 3, outcomes, please. Pile 3, please. Pile 3. Okay. Right, pile 3. If you pick pile 3 and you are resonating with the line, maybe you start seeing, I don't know, a door knocker with a lion on it, a gargoyle lion on a building on the 23rd. This is your message, okay? Pile 3. All right, so there's a very feminine, I can't even speak, feminine energy here. It's talking about vulnerability and stillness, okay? But they're also bringing up the vision quest again. And again, this is the vision quest I mentioned earlier, which is where a trainee shaman or a young boy, it would have been a tradition, would go out and seek that kind of extreme scenario in order for them to build up protection and to gain a guardian, a helper on their journey, okay? And it's done because it's building up skill. If you are pile 3, this could also be similar to pile 2. Do you remember when my guy said, no, pull 3 piles, but there's going to be 2 and 3 that are similar? This is exactly it. If you pulled pile 3, if you pulled pile 3 and resonate with the lion, you could be walking away from someone, or the person that you thought was maybe your divine partner or your counterpart, or it could be that it isn't, okay? And I'm not gonna, this is not meant to confuse the life out of you. This is meant because I feel like you're asking, why is this happening? Why, right? And it could be, again, there's a vulnerability here that maybe you feel like you've wasted a lot of time and you've been frozen out. You've been frozen out of a situation and you don't know why, okay? It's important to keep your heart chakra entirely open. But the other problem here is that I feel like if this is you, this could have been a connection that maybe you had split up with someone previously and then just gravitated towards another person. They became distant, but you're still hanging on to that because you haven't healed from the past relationship, and that's what needs to be done. You need to have some emotional healing. I wouldn't be making any choices, and I probably wouldn't be expecting on the 23rd for this person to move away, because I don't think this message resonates, is going to fit or apply to you, because I feel like your treasure is somewhere else. I feel like the treasure is actually going to be somewhere else. So again, if you're sat there going, no, I know for a fact it is going to apply to me, I know, then cool. Again, pick another pile. But there's just going to be a few people that are going to pick pile 3 that are going to be sat holding on, waiting to the 23rd for this grand move to happen, for this person they've been waiting on to move away, and it's not going to happen, and then they're going to sit there and shoot the messenger. And I get it, because, you know, it is very difficult to distinguish on these kind of journeys what is truth and what isn't. But sometimes we need to go and have a stillness to us and go via that vision quest, connect with ourselves, connect with our, you know, people that we trust, that are going to tell us the right information at the right time. Okay, it could be maybe a family member is going to reach out around the 23rd to give some insight and guidance that's going to actually alleviate this why. Maybe the person that the changes are going to be with a family member that comes towards you, or a friend that comes in to, you know, gives assistance, that healing. But you pulled the white tarot card, which is sensitivity. It says you're becoming increasingly sensitive, avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations and chemicals. So it could be that you've stuck with a situation a long time because you thought this was your one, and that actually they don't move away from another person on the 23rd, and then you're sat there going, why? We're answering that. The reason why is because you are meant to be going to your treasure, to your sustenance, okay? And the sensitivity of previous scenarios could have influenced this to the point where you've stayed rooted to the spot, okay? Now, the next question I can hear in my head is, because I am telepathic, well, how do I know that this is definitely not for me, okay? What I would say is, if you don't see a line on the 23rd and you pick other cards, right, and you go, oh no, I want pile 2, and then you pick pile 2 and you don't see a tree on the 23rd, it's not going to apply. This is meant to be a foolproof. But again, because I'm not, Houdini, and I'm only a human being, and I'm here also to learn, I cannot guarantee that every single minute piece of information on this is accurate. I can give you to the best of my ability, but I cannot sit and almost kind of guarantee that everything I'm saying is 1000% accurate, because I'm human error. I like, my guides are always accurate. Okay, I'm going to give this now. My guides are always accurate, but the problem with it is they've got a middle guide to go through, aka me, and I'm a human as well, and sometimes I get to, I can't, sometimes, my accuracy level to say would be 100% would be arrogant, so I just have to give you that. But I really hope that you do find the best messages you can out of this. But if it is upsetting or triggering you, then the reason it's being given is because they want you to get this right. They want you to be happy. They want you to be in the best possible position so that you can find your happiness, not to be led astray with these videos. Because for the greatest will in the world, these videos are very useful, but because they're general, people just get swept up in that, and I really don't want that to happen. I want everyone to be on track and happy. Ideally, that would make me happy, because then I know I've contributed to someone getting to where they need to be. So anyway, guys, hopefully that's resonated. I really hope this is helpful. If it isn't, I apologise. And if it is, thank you for everyone who's liked and subscribed. It is massively appreciated. Thank you for listening and watching. It is massively appreciated. Have an amazing day, week, month, year, and back tomorrow for another daily message. Take care. Bye bye.